My name is Jeff Barrows. Most all of you know me here. I actually work for Norse Energy. I'd like to start with I guess you'd call it a rebuttal from the article that was in the Evening Sun. These are the words of Dennis Holbrook. He's our Executive Vice President. It's a response to the claims that were there. And that, Norse is in Chapter 11 voluntary debtor in possession. And we're pursuing reorganization brought on in no small part by nearly 5 years delay and allowing shale development in the manner permitted everywhere else in the U.S. where the potential exists, except New York. Norse has contributed millions of dollars to the tax revenues supporting local school districts, towns, and counties in central and western New York. Despite its Chapter 11 status, Norse has continued to pay New York landowners approximately $250,000 monthly to preserve the leases that we have. And for the record, all of Norse's employees are U.S. citizens, and most of those in New York have resided there for most of their lives, including me. Free speech is a right. Getting your facts right before spewing misinformation couched in bias is a responsibility. To this, I'd like to add, in my own words, that I've been there 3 years. 3 years ago, the gas industry and the hydrofracking, I came into an industry and realized there were major issues. The research and development going on in these companies, they do have a lot of money, most of them. And the progress that they've made is huge, and it's going to continue to get better. Right along, there's food-grade fracking fluids available. One of the biggest complaints were the chemicals that were going into the wells. They're taking steps to do that. Most of the time, we're held to a higher standard than everybody else. We wreck a road, we fix it. My whole life, I've watched the loggers trash these roads. Hardly anything gets done about it. It's an industry that's been here. It's timber. It's the only renewable resource there is. So are they held to a different standard? One other comment in the rebuttal to Chesapeake was bought out by the Chinese, 50%. They're a publicly traded company. So isn't Norse. There's probably many stockholders in here of Norse, Chesapeake, and other industries. There's not really much anyone can do about that. That's just the way it is. Thank you.
Is Norse involved in the driving lawsuit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I thought originally it was Askew or something.
It was, and it switched over, and I think Askew's still involved in a percent, and contributes, legal team work to it.
That's being heard in Albany on the 21st, I think.
March 21st, is that correct? Anyone?
The 21st,
I believe it is the 21st it's being heard. I believe that's the correct date.
it was on the court docket.
Thank you.
Jeff.